Did it show today?
Not yet.
Did I do the work?
Yes. Then leave the ground close. Let the roots descend. I don't need proof every morning
To keep showing up again.
Breakfast was done. Looking for change is too small to become. 1 week of effort, then doubt in the mirror. One quiet result may quit and feel nearer. I open the record 10 times in a day, as if watching the soil would force it to change. When nothing looked different, I changed every plan. Pulled up what I planned to see where it was. At work I refreshed for a message or sign. Let silence convince me I'd wasted my time. To speak right away, or I treated the process like something had failed. A seed doesn't answer each hour it's fed. It works out of sight before breaking the bed. The first proof is hid in the structure below. No audience watching the earliest growth. So I stopped making daily results my command. Track what I gave, not what left my head. The session completed, the practice reviewed. The sleep I protected, the promise preserved. I moved every check to the end of the month. Gave repetition enough room to become. Some weeks stayed quiet, but quiet turned real. The numbers moved after the habit could heal.
Water the ground, protect where it lies.
Roots do not need my impatient eye. Did it show today?
Not yet.
Did I do the work?
Yes.
Then leave the ground closed. Let the roots descend. I don't need proof every morning
To keep showing up again.
Blood, cover, water, leave it. Work, record, recover, repeat it.
Does it show today?
Somewhere.
Maybe not where I can see, but the ground holds every action done with
Consistency I won't take for reassurance, and damn, it's what I need. I will give the process seasons. I will stop digging up seeds.
My job is the tending. Growth keeps its own schedule. What remains
After the lights move on. Yeah, they praise the presentation, but not what I made. Another name carried the work to the stage. I smiled through the meeting and carried it home. Let one missing mention turn effort to stone. The next day I trained with resentment in hand. Cut every movement because nobody cared. I wanted the proof that my work had been seen, as if recognition completed the meaning. I had built my consistency under a lamp, depending on someone confirming the act. When attention moved elsewhere, the purpose went to a weak kind of power I could no longer use. Backstage, the floor still needed to clear. Cables to gather, equipment to steer. No applause for the hands that restored every part, but tomorrow's performance depended on that. I saw how much value lives out of the frame, how necessary work can exist without fame. The light doesn't measure what matters the most, it only shows where the audience looks. So I finished the report and recorded my part, kept private account of the standard I brought. Not to worship silence or pretend credit is wrong. I learned to speak clearly, then keep moving on. After the lights move on, I still know what I get. recognition is welcome. It is not my employer. The clear out the room. Yeah. Clear out the room. Yeah. The basket was full by the side of the door. Form signed and ready, still lying there 4 days after I said I would take them downtown. 90% done, but not turned around. The email was written, addressed, and reviewed, saved as a draft, like that counted as through. I trained every set, then skipped writing the score. Always stop in one action before it was closed. I loved being close, close felt safe. Close let me claim my head carried the weight, but almost kept charging the full price of done. With none of the value completion had won. Almost sent, almost there. Almost is a promise, still asking for care. I began naming the final small move. Put it in transit, submit it, confirm. No celebrating effort before the last step. No leaving the finish for tomorrow's respect. I drove to the office and handed it in. Press send on the message, recorded the lifts. Each ending was smaller than fear had implied, but each one returned something clear to my mind. Completion was not some dramatic event. It was closing the distance between act and intent. The final 5% held more than its size. It separated stories from measurable loss. No credit for almost, no medal for near. The work crosses over when the ending is clear. I finish the motion, I carry it through. Intent has no value until action is due. Now I check every task for the point where I fade. The call not confirmed, the equipment not placed. The last repetition turned careless and fast. The promise delivered but never recapped. I slow at the finish instead of relaxing, because endings determine what effort becomes. Not harsh with myself, just honest and trained. Incomplete work still remains. Did it leave my hands? Did it reach the place? Did I close the loop? Can I name the date? If not, it's still mine. No credit for almost, I complete what I claim. The last quiet action gives the whole effort weight. No speech about trying, no covered in soon. I finish the motion and clear out the room. The task is not done when I'm tired of it. It is done when nothing remains. 20 songs finished. The count is complete. Another birthday arrived like a score on the wall. Names from my old class seemed ahead of it all. One bought a house, one managed a team, one posted the life I was supposed to have reached. I counted the years I had taken too long. Every wrong turn, every place I felt stalled. By evening my own life looked empty and late, because I used strangers to calculate worth. I ignored what had changed because change came slow. The bills paid on time, the control to say no. The months I stayed steady, the strength I rebuilt all designed for someone else.
A number means nothing until I choose what it counts.
I count the promises kept, the days I returned, the truth I accepted, the habits I learned.
Not somebody's timeline,
Not somebody's peak. This is the count I keep.
did I live
What I said this week.
I drew 4 small marks at the end of each day. Work finished cleanly, body cared for. One difficult truth I refuse to avoid. One choice made from purpose instead of from noise. Some days held 3, some barely held 1, but the record was mine and the record was honest. The month on the page showed movement I missed while staring at lives I could never inhabit. The future stopped feeling like something behind me. It became the next action directly beside me. I could not recover the seasons that passed, but regret lost its job when today had a task.
Who am I racing?
No one!
What am I measuring?
Alignment!
What is the mark?
A promise completed!
What happens tomorrow?
Count again! I count the promises kept, not trophies displayed. The courage to restart, the choices that stay. No borrowed timeline, it's power to speak. This is the count I keep. Did my actions agree with me? I count the promises kept, the quiet and clear. A life is not late when direction is here. I finished this chapter with nothing to fake. The count is complete when the promise is kept. 20 songs finished. The count is complete. What if the door remembers me failing?
What if the door
Remembers me failing. I stood in the hallway outside that room, hand near the handle, then turned too soon. Months since the day I had frozen mid-speech, lost every sentence I thought I could reach. I saw their faces whenever I tried to picture returning and standing inside. So I chose safer work where nobody knew. Built my whole routine around what I wouldn't do. Avoidance felt gentle at first, almost kind. The door left unopened, the moment behind. But fear took the room, then the hallway, then more. Every place started looking like that single door. I stopped waiting to feel like the memory was gone. It wasn't a signal that I didn't belong. It was one bad moment, not ownership papers, not permanent proof of my limits or nature. So I returned when the building was quiet, walked to the room without trying to fight it. Opened the door, stood still for a breath, let my head shake without calling it defeat. No audience, no speech, no need to perform. Just 5 honest minutes inside of the storm. The next week I stayed there a little bit more. Fear lost 1 inch every time through the door.
walk back through?
Not fearless, true. The room does not own.
What happened to you?
What happened to you? I practiced the opening until it was plain. Recorded my voice, then repeated the name of every hard point I was tempted to skip till the words felt steady and earned on my lips. When the next meeting came, I still felt the heat, still heard the old failure move under my feet. But courage was never a calm empty chest. It was entering anyway and doing my best. I spoke without rushing, I paused when I needed. One line came out wrong, I stayed and completed. No perfect redemption, no cheering parade, just proof that the doorway could finally be faced.
The handle turns, the old scene stays, oh, the room is only a room.
When I enter and hold, walk back through, let the fear come to. It can stand in the corner and cannot choose what I do. The room does not own me, the past has no key. I walk back through and return into me.
A place I avoid becomes a cage. A place I enter
Becomes a room.
I wasn't tired from doing too much. I was tired from carrying what I never chose.
Old obligations, crowded a week. Projects I hated but hated to leave. Books I would finish when life settled down. Plans from a person I wasn't right now. Every spare hour already had claims. Half-made commitments still wearing my name. I kept them from guilt, from habit, from pride, and wonder why nothing important it fit.
The shelf in my head had started to bow,
Loaded with futures I didn't want now. I treated each promise like permanent law, even when no honest purpose remained at all.
Not everything started deserves to stay stored.
Space is a decision, not an empty reward. Clear the back shelf, take down what is dead. Stop feeding old plans with the hours ahead. Keep what has purpose, release what does not. A crowded life loses
The things that it wants. The things that it wants.
I opened the list and examined each line. Does this still matter or just take up time? One course got canceled, one favor declined. One project was closed without calling it failure. I gave unused equipment to someone who trained. Deleted old folders that carried no aim. The room felt wider, the week became mine. Not empty, directed, deliberate, aligned. And the work that matters, stop fighting for space. I could sit with one goal and remain in its place. Energy returned when the clutter was gone. Attention had somewhere to fully belong.
Keep, finish, give away, let go. Every item gets an answer.
I still feel the pull of a plan left behind, as if quitting one road means betraying my mind. But change is not weakness when truth leads the cut. Some doors must be closed so the right one stays up. I take inventory before I say yes. Make room for the cause, not the image of success. My calendar shows what I value for real, not what I collect, but what I choose to keep. Clear the back shelf, make room with intent. I won't spend tomorrow on promises spent. Keep what has purpose, complete what I Changing roads when the miles felt slow, calling every detour a smarter way home. New routine Monday, new target by 3. By Friday, another direction for me. I blamed every plan for the doubt in my chest. Never stayed long enough to put one to the test. My notebook was crowded with arrows and lines, but no single path had the weight of my time. I watched other people move faster ahead, turn their landmarks into alarms in my head. So I swerved toward whatever looked easy to prove, mistaking new motion for meaningful movement. Keep the same north when the road gets long. A slow mile forward is not a mile wrong. I chose one direction and cleared out the rest. One training schedule, 1 hour at the desk. When progress went quiet, I stayed on the route. Let repetition answer the voice of my doubt. Some days were flat with no sign I had grown, just familiar streets and the work done alone. But distance was building beneath every step, a line I could follow, a promise I kept. I stopped asking whether another way shined. The road wasn't failing, I kept changing my mind. A compass means nothing held loose in the hand. Direction gets power when action stays planned. No shortcut can tell me what consistency knows. Keep the same north, let the weather turn, let the miles stay quiet while the lessons burn. I don't need a new road every time progress slows. I keep the same north, and I finish what I chose. Now when the numbers refuse to impress, I don't redesign what is already correct. I check my direction and move for the day. No panic decisions, no running away. The person I'm building won't come from a sprint. He comes from the route with my footprints in it. Not every horizon needs chasing at once. One honest direction is more than enough. Lost, check the compass. Tired, shorten the step. Doubt the road, look back at the distance, then face forward again. Keep the same north when the easy turn calls, when the view looks empty, when the confidence falls. I won't trade direction for the comfort of change. I keep the same north till the distance has my name. I can't adjust my pace. I do not abandon the path. The shortcut kept bringing me back to the start. I rushed every return like time was a threat. Had it way too early, ignored every step. I wanted the outcome without the terrain, so I treated recovery like something to beat. One good day made me careless, one bad day made me quit. I judged the whole road by a single mile and never stayed steady enough to finish it. The stairs at home told the truth every night. My knees still hesitated before the last flight, but I kept drawing straight lines through uneven ground, then blamed my body when the route broke down. The long route holds when the shortcut folds. I take every mile. The lesson demands no jump in the distance, no lie in the time. The fast emotion started marking progress in smaller signs. One deeper bend, one steadier landing, 1 week without crossing the warning line. I learned the detour wasn't stealing my future, it was teaching my body a safer way through. Every slow repetition became a landmark, every measured session redrew the route. Some days I hated how little had changed, still I showed up and respected the range, because speed without structure is movement that leaks, and the fastest return can become another retrain.
Mile by mile, joint by joint, nothing skipped, nothing forced. Mile by mile, joint by joint, nothing skipped, nothing forced. I used to ask, how soon can I finish? Now I ask, what path can I trust? One question feeds impatience, the other one building up. The long road holds when the easy road bends. I follow the markers from start to the end. No racing to healing, no bargaining with signs. I take every mile in the order it arrives. Long road holds, so I skate on it. I would rather arrive slowly than restart forever. Load it, label it, let it live. An unfinished, perfect version never gives the world a thing. I can't improve what has arrived, I can learn from what is seen. Ship the honest version, not the fantasy in me. Not the fantasy in me. Yeah. The draft stayed on my laptop through another passing month. I kept polishing the opening while the ending gathered dust. Every edit raised the standard, every standard moved the dock. I said quality required patience, but the cargo never moved. At training, I delayed recording where my current number stood, waiting till the page reflected what I thought it always should. I wanted every package to protect me from critique, so I held back all the evidence that could have helped me improve. Nothing learns while it stays in storage. I chose a Friday deadline, cut the extras from the load, finished what the work required, checked it twice, then let it go. My head hovered near the button, every flaw demanded time. I sent it with the imperfections I could honestly defend. The feedback wasn't fatal, it was clearer than my fear. 2 weak sections needed changes, most of it was already strong. Real response gave me direction that imagination never could. The version I released imperfect made the next one twice as useful. Load it, label it, let it live. An unfinished, perfect version never gives the world a thing. I can't improve what has arrived, I can learn from what is seen. Ship the honest version, not the fantasy in me. Now I know the darkest purpose. Work must cross beyond my hands. Plans are not complete achievements. Private effort is an impact. I still care about precision. I still revise what needs repair, but I will not call it excellence when fear keeps it sitting there. Is it honest? Yes. Is it finished? Enough. Can it teach me? Only if it moves. Release, receive, revise, return. Load it, label it, let it live. I don't hide behind perfection while the useful work goes unsaid. I can strengthen
is not the end of quality. It is where quality meets truth. I worked harder when somebody was watching. I worked harder when somebody was watching. Camera on the bench, angle check twice. I wanted the effort to look precise. If the room was crowded, I pushed through the set. If nobody noticed, I shortened it. At work, I volunteered when praise was near. Then avoided the tasks that disappeared into quiet folders with no recognition, no audience waiting, no public decision. I mistook being safe for being serious. I mistook attention for proof I had grown. The performance looked disciplined from a distance, but the habit collapsed when I trained alone. Lights off. Who are you then? No crowd. Do it again. I left the phone locked inside the car and entered with nothing to capture the scene. No perfect clip, no public number, just every repetition honest and clean. The silence exposed where I used to escape. Rest time stretched, small details ignored. Without the reward of immediate approval, I had to decide what the work was for. So I started counting the private completions of tasks no manager needed to chase. The session finished without an announcement, the correction made with no praise attached. That record changed how I carry myself. I no longer needed witnesses near. The person I respected was built in rehearsal, far from the stage and the noise of the chair. Does it count when nobody knows? It counts. Does it count when nothing gets shown? It counts. The quiet repetition, the promise kept alone. That is where the standard becomes my own. No place, no crowd, no reason to perform. Just the word, just the truth, just the habit taking form. Now recognition feels good, but it isn't the engine. I can take the praise without changing the pace, because applause is temporary information. It cannot be the reason I stay. I do the unseen part with equal attention. Warm up, clean up, revision, rest. The final result may enter the spotlight, but rehearsal decides if it survives the test. Does it count when nobody knows? It counts. Does it count when the room stays closed? It counts. No audience can give me what private work is shown. I am what I repeat. Oh, when I am left alone. Woo! The lights can stay off. I know the part. The first mistake cost one piece. My reaction nearly cost the board. The weight stalled halfway and I forced it again. Form breaking apart while frustration stepped in. I added more plates like the number could erase what one failed repetition had exposed in my face. The next set went worse, then I rushed through the rest. Turned one honest limit into reckless protest. I walked out defeated, but the truth was precise. The first move was a setback, the next five were my choice. I had done it at work when the figure came back wrong. Sent a hurry correction without checking it once. One error became three because I needed it gone. Panic moved every piece before a thought could respond. I treated small losses like the whole board was dead, then sacrificed tomorrow.
options. It does not end the game. The strongest move available may not restore my name. It may be small, it may retreat, it may protect what still remains. Control begins the moment I stop acceleration. Protect the next move. The board is not lost. One mistake has a price. Betting doubles the cost. Protect the next move. Slow the hand, read the room. I cannot change the last one. I control what follows through. The next difficult session, the same weakness return. This time I set the weight down and studied the curve. Checked the stance, changed the load, took a longer reset, then completed one clean set. I could honestly defend, no attempt to look fearless, no punishment round. I kept one bad moment from dragging the whole session down. That felt less dramatic than the old way I fought, but restraint saved more progress than aggression that bought. At work I found another mistake in a file. My pulse started climbing, I stayed still for a while. Wrote the impact in order, asked who needed to know, then corrected the source before sending it forward. The problem stayed real, I did not make it worse. A calm second decision interrupted the curse. Strategy is not weakness because anger was speed. Sometimes holding position is the strongest thing I need. Last move, learn from it. Next move, choose it. No blind reaction, no pride at the wheel. One square of attention. One decision made real. What is left? Enough to continue. What was lost? Only what happened. What comes next? A move I can govern. Who moves the hand? I do. Protect the next move. The board is still mine, not because I control every outcome, because I control my reply. Protect the next move. Let the old era rest. My future is not decided by the moment before the next. After every mistake, my next action stays to liberate. How to leave enough strength to return. Monday I doubled everything. Tuesday I ignored the ache. Wednesday I got rescue weakness. Thursday I began to break. I kept choosing violence, speed to prove commitment. In a week then disappeared for half a month. Too drained to practice what I preached. I mistook exhaustion for devotion, mistook collapse for sacrifice. But a road is not completed by the driver who burns out twice. Not the fastest pace, the pace that survives. Now I leave a little distance for the person waking next. Train with effort, stop with reason. Keep the promise in context. I plan days that fit my life instead of lives that fit one day. Consistency became possible when punishment got out the way. Give me the pace that survives, the rhythm that returns, a road I can stay on after the first excitement burns. Give me the pace that survives, not a sprint designed to prove. I would rather move for years than disappear from moving so. Speed can make a loud beginning. Durability makes alive. I no longer chase the limit if the limit kills the drive. I leave enough strength to return.
only worked when nothing went wrong. My plans only worked when nothing went wrong. Were tight, work ended at 6, training started at 5. One delayed train, one meeting running long, and the whole day collapsed like the plan had been wrong. I would miss one window, then abandon the week. Call the schedule destroyed, call consistency weak. I built every routine with no room to adjust, and blamed unpredictable life when the structure gave up. At the office, one revision arrived near the end. I had no space remaining, no margin to spend, so I rushed through the details, sent the workout strained, all because I had planned like conditions never changed. A bridge does not stand by refusing to move. It survives heat and cold because its sections have room. What I called perfect order was too rigid to last. I was building for control, not for pressure or impact. Strength is not a schedule that never shifts a line. Strength is knowing what can bend without leaving truth behind. Leave room for error, leave space to adapt. A plan is not weaker because life pushes back. Keep hold of the purpose, let the method transform what survives real conditions. Was designed for the storm. I rebuilt the next week with an hour left clear. Short a second option if the full plan disappeared. When the shift ran late Tuesday, I did 20 at home. No anger at the change, no demand for the old. I stopped stacking commitments at the edge of my sleep. Stopped calling every minute something useful to keep. Some space stayed unassigned, not wasted or lost, but protection for the promises that matter the most. At work, I moved the review before the final due date. Left the day for correction, let the facts rearrange. The project felt calmer, but the standard stayed high. Preparation had room to respond in real time. My learned flexibility is not lowering the bar, it is keeping the mission when conditions get hard. A rigid beam may look certain while the weather is mild, then fracture under movement, it was built to deny. Bend where I can, hold where I must. Space is not a weakness, adjustment is strong. When the train runs late, change the route. When the energy drops, reduce the amount. When the plan takes damage, protect what it meant. I do not throw away the week because the day got bad. Leave room for error, leave space to adapt. I will not lose direction when life alters the map. Keep hold of the purpose, let the method transform what survives real conditions. Was designed to endure. I built plans that can move without moving the standard. The past should be stored, not inhabited. Midnight, I reopened the presentation, the one where my voice lost shape halfway through. I read every message that followed the meeting, then rebuilt the failure from every view. I replayed the pause, replayed the answer, replayed the face across the room. As if enough repetition could change the event, or make regret produce something new. The same thing happened after bad sessions. One missed attempt followed me home. I carried yesterday into the next day's effort, until one mistake occupied every room. I thought remembering kept me responsible, but I was not studying, I was staying inside. The lesson had already been written, everything after was punishment disguised.
Take the lesson,
Label the day,
keep what is useful,
put the rest away. I opened a notebook instead of the recording and wrote 3 lines without attacking my name. I rushed the opening, I avoided the pause, I answered before understanding the claim. Then I wrote the next action beneath them, practiced the first minute, breathe before speech, asked for the question to be repeated when clarity is farther than confidence can reach. The memory became smaller once given a purpose. A file is lighter when properly stored. I could retrieve the lesson when needed without sleeping beside it on the floor. The next presentation still carried tension, but tension no longer meant I would repeat every detail of the old collapse. I had instructions instead of a loop in my head. I will not live in yesterday's record, I will not sleep in a room made of replay. I take what can sharpen tomorrow, then I return to the work of today.
no endless review, no permanent blur.
The past gets a folder,
It does not get my name. Some memories still open without permission. A phrase, a place, a familiar sound. I do not fight every image that enters. I decide how long it can stay around. I ask one question, is there more to learn? If yes, I write it. If no, I move. Reflection has value when it changes behavior. Anything else is a cage with a familiar view. Name it, learn it, store it.
do not decorate it, do not wash it back,
Do not move into it. The file remains, the day moves on.
I will not live in yesterday's record, I will not make an old hour my address. I take what can strengthen tomorrow, then I give the present my best.
No endless review, no permanent blur.
The past gets a folder,
Today gets my name. I remember enough to improve. Then I close the drawer. Before I end the day,
I prepare the next beginning.
yeah. Morning found me searching
For the bottle, shoes, and keys with nothing ready for the shift and no prepared meal to eat. I called the chaos normal, said discipline should overcome every obstacle I left for my exhausted self at dawn. By noon I bought whatever was convenient near the job. By evening training disappeared beneath decisions I had caused. I treated preparation like a task for weaker minds, then demanded perfect choices from the worst part of my time.
A cook does not begin the rush
By searching for the night, set the station at 9, put tomorrow within reach. Every tool in its position, every choice already clean. I don't wait for rush decisions to become the life I lead.
Set the station tonight.
Make the right move easier to keep. with 10 minutes. Filled the bottle, packed the meal, placed the training clothes together, wrote the first task out with me. Nothing in it looked impressive, no one praises preparation, but the morning moved with purpose because effort had a place. That practice centered everything. Files arranged before the call, warm up written before training, shopping done before the hunger. I stopped making self-control, fight disorder every day. Discipline became designing where the better choice would weigh.
Ready, heads clear, space.
Let's
resist at better pace.
Preparation isn't cheating, it is respect for who arrives. Tired, hurried, still responsible for the promise made tonight.